Welcome back,
Welcome
Jens and
back.
Steve. Welcome back. Hello,
Hello.
mate. How are you? Hello.
Good. How are you?
Listen, I'm good. I'm good. We've been away for a few weeks. We've been
Yeah.
working in the background. We've both had very, very hectic schedules. So apologies for. I know you've missed us all. You really
Yeah.
have
Kind
missed
of.
us,
Like
and I
everyone
want to
was
thank.
shouting, "Where are you guys?"
Where have they gone? Where are they? And we really do want to thank all of you for all the comments and feedback you've sent in. It's really, really kind of you all. Thank you so very much. So we've moved the conversation on. Light at the end of the tunnel is getting a lot closer to us completing this course. There's a few things we want to show you today, just so you can see where we're at, because we're getting close to finishing this up, and we've been creating content. Some videos. We've got some test squeeze pages that we're doing. We're going to show you one of those today. We're going to show you a quick video today of part of the module. We're going to show you some of the text from part of one of the modules. So when we say we do want your feedback, we genuinely do, Jens, right?
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. And
Uh,
feedback is a gift, so it can be negative feedback. We're fine with that as well.
yeah. If you think it's shit and we're just two blokes, having fun, let us know, right?
Absolutely.
But so where do we want to kick off? Do we want to take a look at maybe we could take a look at a little module video first?
Yeah.
So
Maybe,
I'm going to just
maybe give a little bit of context. So, I mean, we have started with like fleshing out the modules inside the videos,
yeah.
and you have taken that to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And of course recorded videos, and then what did you say? So you have the modules, you have videos as one perspective, then you
Yeah.
have like worksheets for people to download as an additional topic, right?
Yeah. And then obviously there's then they work through that process. So the clip that we're going to show you today is related to the types of locations, the sorts of things you can do in the mall itself.
Yeah.
So helping them understand whether it's space they need or a retail merchandise unit or whatever. And then the worksheet gives you the advantages and disadvantages. And then as you work through that module, you should come out with what's the right space for the brand, for the business, for the image, for the product, because they're not all great fits. One of the other things that we're including in this is making sure that everybody gets email access to ask questions as well. So if people do get stuck and they're kind of like, then making sure that we can interact with the student as much as we can to encourage them to continue through. So that's where that's what we're going to be showing. So we'll show you the quick introduction to the module. Then there's kind of like a 20-minute video after this first minute or so, minute and a half, explaining what the module is, talking them through the worksheet itself.
Yeah.
So while they've got it in front of them, and then obviously they go away and do the work, and then move on to the next section. Okay.
Cool.
So I think I can share my screen.
We're not sharing the 20 minutes video right now, so
no. We are literally we're sharing this unedited video, because you can see we haven't cut it, so my smiley face is there straight away. So let me just I'll just play you this quick video and you see what's going on.
You can't hear anything.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe just give, if you just show it, then just give us a little bit voiceover.
Yeah, so what we're talking about here is the different types of modules that you've got. So whether it's space, whether it's a retail merchandise unit, whether it's a kiosk, whether it's just open space, or whether or not you're taking in banners, and then talking them through the advantages and the disadvantages that we're going to talk about in the next section. So as that goes through, and then there's some suggestions. So for instance, if they're in lead generation, you should really look at pop-up stands with excellent staff. If your product is really small, then maybe you should look at a retail merchandise unit. If you're in fashion, shoes, or much bigger products, then an inline store should be the next thing that works for you. And then in here, that we've then broken down each of those units into the advantages and disadvantages. So we've got retail merchandise units, which are great for short-term retailing. We've got inline stores. We have, people designing their own stands, people using existing kiosks. We talk about sight lines, which is a term that retailers use a lot, and malls are very wary of, i.e., not being able to block what other people, stores can see, windows and all of that sort of stuff. Then pop-up stands and banners, and then we talk about professional signage as they move through. So, so that's the kind of content that they've got. So they would go work through each of those, and then there's a video that explains all of those in a lot more detail. And then at the end of that, they should have their answer. So, e-commerce brand needs an inline store, for instance, which then moves them onto the next module. What sort of size they're looking for, what things do they want inside, and how they can negotiate, maybe internet and power in the deal, what's the length and so on. So that really moves on really quite a lot. And then we then also have this, let's call this up. That one, and then we then have this particular squeeze page, which hopefully we can share now. There we go.
So that's a pre-launch.
Yeah, this is a pre-launch squeeze page that's encouraging people that are online to offline. So just giving them some of the things that they would get. So as an introduction, we're going to give away 25% on the course cost. They're going to receive some free ebooks. They'll get access to marketing network and so on. So they subscribe, and then there's a video. We're editing this video. Of course, this was just a test video. So there'll be a new video in there that then explains how they can access the course and what the whole course is. And there's 2 or 3 of those. So there'll be one that's online to inline. There's one that will be brick and mortar, based on growth. And then there'll be one that maybe people are over inventoried. After COVID, they've got so much stock that they never sold during COVID that they want to get out. So that will be the third one. And then we're going to just test those over the course of the next couple of weeks and see if we build the database out. The other thing that's encouraging me more than anything is certainly through Instagram, where I've been getting all these new links coming through, because if people remember, I was talking about posting in the evening, which I hadn't been doing. I don't know why, but I'm getting people from Asia and Australia that are in the pop-up industry that seem really keen on this idea. And I know you do this, but anybody that follows me, I always thank them and ask them how they're going, and then try and build a conversation with them from there. And with that, there's literally some good conversations open up about building an online course, and maybe you'll be interested. So I'm hoping that's going to really get out right across the globe as well, just based on some of the stuff that we're doing in the background on just our general pop-up retailing stuff.
Yeah, and that shows again something I always kind of preach to everyone who's listening, at least, that it's like engage with your community as much as possible. So if someone takes like we discussed before recording, if someone takes 2 seconds in writing something or commenting something, thank them for it, engage with them, because if you do this, they feel valued as well in spending the time. They might comment even more in the future.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And I know it's difficult for, somebody like me always wants to be original with everybody that I send a message to, and it's just not possible, right? Yeah. But what I've started doing is putting stuff in my Apple Notes app, and then just cutting and pasting to people, and just A as a time saver, but B, so you don't have to think, kind of reinvent, unless you're being asked a very specific question, then of course you want to answer it. But engagement, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Having a Q&A or somewhere handy where you can, if you have similar questions popping up the whole time, then can either do a specific video or a specific content to touch that point, or like you said, copying the answers in.
Yeah.
What I often do is I just speak into the phone and then it's transcribing, which is awesome because it's helping. It's so fast. I mean, sometimes awkward words come up. Maybe that's my accent. I have no idea. But it's just one of the efficiency tricks I use as well, because you can literally do it while walking and saying, hey, thank you very much for your comment. Love what you say. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. So sidebar to that is I've actually experimented with sending people recorded messages as well.
That's cool.
And often that's the response I get. Oh, wow, that was a personal message just back for me. And it's the same thing. It's an efficiency thing as well, because you can say, you know, thanks, Jen, for sending that comment. Really appreciated it. Hope your day's going well. Yeah. And often I get, oh, wow, that was, you know, don't get many messages like that. You know, people tend to text. So maybe I should be doing a lot more than that. I keep, you know, I guess whatever you're doing at the time dictates what you're doing in the moment, right?
Absolutely. So what's going to happen in the future with the online course part?
So from here, the idea now is that we get this built out and finished, and then we start loading it up into Udemy, ready for launch. I would think we're probably 10 days away from getting that done. Yeah. So that we have an actual launch date. So literally next week, you know, when you see this, we should be just finessing, if not ready to go, with all the different modules and so on. So it will be out there then. The only thing that we have to work on is where we price point it. And again, that's going to be a test, but you can see on that we're offering a bit of a discount in there anyway to get people on board. And then we've got, you know, access to a lot of communities where we can, if we want, you know, give it away for free for people to beta test it anyway. Just as a thank you for their support, but we'll see where that goes. But we're 10 days out from being 100% online and being out there. Very exciting.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it has. Listen, it's taken a lot longer than we both expected. I think because of our other commitments and so on, and you know, there's been a bit of a learning curve with some of the technology, but having got to this stage, it would be far quicker to do the next one.
Absolutely. Sure. I see that. I've seen that with myself, with my online course as well. The next one will be easy because you know the different steps, and it's just producing content in a way that it works and validate, of course. Yeah, completely. So cool. Look out for our next update. We'll be live in 10 days, if not sooner, if I can. If the world collides, that will be fine. It will, because nobody knows which day is today, so we can. In 10 days, we can say
In 10 days' time, this is actually August 2nd, 2022. Anybody that's watching, so look out and do feedback. And do WhatsApp us if you see our WhatsApp numbers come up on social media feeds, because we like talking to people.
Yes.
Thanks for watching for this update, and stay tuned for more.
Yes. Thanks, Stephen.
See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.
See ya.